Boom. Okay. Little City OGs. Sports edition. What's going on? Yeah, what's August 30th? Tell me about August 30th. What happened on August 30th?
It's gonna be a killing in Tallahassee.
Hey, you know what? It's funny you say that. It's
When the
funny you
time,
say
when
that
the
because
time
check this
rolls
out.
in Tallahassee, it's gonna be a murder.
Check this out. It's funny you say that because what's his name? Castellanos, the new quarterback, FSU. He from Georgia Southern. He said he ready. He said he
Guess
ready for
what?
Alabama, bro.
Hold on, where you from? Georgia Southern? He ain't seen nothing. He ain't
Yeah, he
seen nothing
came from
like this
Georgia
right here,
Southern.
man. He ain't seen nothing like this right here, dog.
He ready for this game. He said he ready for this game. But you know, I do have to give you a little credit. Them niggas went, Georgia Southern went, I think 4-8 last year, 5-7. I'm like, man,
Dang.
I wonder how you got to be a quarterback. But you know, hey, I don't know.
The man going from making the transition. Let's see, from middle school to high school. You know what I'm saying? He ain't seen nothing like that, right? My prediction, what he said, Mr. T said in Rocket. What's your prediction for the fight?
Yeah. Well,
Shit,
yeah, I'm seeing that. I saw that. I saw that coming.
man.
And, you know, people going, you know, everybody going to say, you know, hey, look here, this is going to be a good game, whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game until after the first quarter.
Yeah.
Well,
Alabama.
Yes. They got a history of losses.
Now
They done beat out. They only beat Alabama once. They
one
won
time.
3-1.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
1-3-1.
Now I will say this right here: the year when Jimbo Fisher was there, coming off that national championship year, when they played,
Yeah.
when they played them, man, they got James Winston hurt, man, in that game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 Hey, just
The
FYI, the guy,
last
his
time
name is
FSU won was 2007.
the guy, his name is Thomas Castellanos. You know what I'm saying? And one of the Alabama website is saying that he will pose no threat to the Alabama defense.
He won't. He won't, bro.
Bro, they killing him, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out. This is the second year
Because I'm telling
FSU. This is the second year FSU has not recruited a quarterback, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't have in the portal, including the guy from
maybe they waiting on somebody.
USC. Including the guy
Maybe they waiting on somebody or something. Maybe they got a big draft coming out of high school or something. I don't know. That's weird. Because you know they just got your boy Gus Malzahn from UCF. The head coach of UCF. He actually became their offensive thing.
They think they
Gus
slick.
Malzahn ain't bad.
Yeah, he been out there for a minute though. He used to be out in Texas.
What's going to happen when FSU have another bad subpar season? If they do this year, the coach, they're gonna fire him. That's why they brought Gus Malzahn in, man. This man that went from head coach, all of a sudden offensive coordinator. No, you next.
Coordinator, yeah. But that's the thing. If you step away from a school, because you know he broke his own contract. He said, man, he got away from there. It ain't like they fired him. He left to go to Florida State. You know what I'm saying? And what it is, my bad, I think I want to correction. Earlier, Castellanos was from Boston College. He's from Boston College. Yeah, he's from Boston College. But what happens is he spoke to the media or something about the game coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And and the thing about it, like I say, he does have a sense of confidence. I don't know. Maybe it might be a surprise. And I think he was speaking.
What type of surprise you talking about? What type of surprise you talking about?
I think he was speaking more of the talent around him at FSU versus being, talent around him at FSU versus being at Boston College. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking he's saying the level of talent that he'll have at FSU is going to make him that much more effective. So when he's playing
last year,
you know what I'm saying?
They had a decent team last year, bro.
FSU
when he was
trash.
at Boston College, though, he's the first player to go for 2,000 passing yards and 1,000 yards rushing in the season for Boston College.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He was decent. Shit, I don't see the record. I'm just looking at his stats right now.
I think, if I'm not mistaken,
Boston College was 7-6 last year.
11-9 as a starter at Boston College.
If I'm not mistaken, bro, I do believe either they beat Miami or played Miami in a close game because Miami had to go there last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Miami
Well,
had to go.
Boston College in the ACC looked like they was ranked 9 last year in the ACC. They was 4-4 in the conference and 7-6 overall.
They was decent, bro.
Yeah, middle of the pack.
But you know that's the ACC. You know.
Yeah, that is ACC.
Like,
Ain't about 3 teams in the SEC: Miami, FSU, and Clemson. After that, after that, I don't know what we watching. And they talking about leaving. They talking about leaving for the Big Ten.
Well, you know it's going to be interesting this year because North Carolina got a prolific head coach, a Hall of Fame coach. He won 5, 6 Super Bowls.
But the question is, do they have the prolific players yet? That's the problem.
Listen,
it's gonna take a couple draft cycles to get your player. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't
it's just like Deion Sanders
at the highest level yet.
When you have a coach with NFL ties, kids want to come and play. Want to come and play there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So he gonna do pretty good as a head coach. You just got to have.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. I'm just saying this is year one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I like Belichick. You know, and shit. You know, Belichick got him a girl about my kid's age, but that's his business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
give him bonus points.
That's his business like that, man. Don't do that.
But you know that's his
he
business.
Get bonus points for that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hey,
exactly.
Maybe he trying something new. Hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is.
Hey, that's.
I'm telling you, man.
You're proud of him. Hey, when he got him a stallion.
Right.
Ain't
she run his business though. She pretty smart though. She run his business for him.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? She run the business. She run the business and stuff. So, hey, maybe it worked. But what happens, I'm just saying, he going to need a few recruit cycles. So remember, hey, y'all, if we think about it, that first year with Colorado, your boy ain't had nobody. He recruited in 1 month before the thing? He got the job in December, right for the playoffs. So he only recruited in the spring. And, you know, like I said, you had the skill players, but you had no interior. And, you know, of course, Colorado was trash that first year. You know what I'm saying? 4-8. I'm saying they did horrible. For them to turn around in 1 year and, you know, at least go to the, get to the what's name, but then they get the playoffs. So,
you understand something? That's because of the transfer portal and who was coaching.
Yeah, and that is. And I think Belichick will have that same effect. People will come and play for Belichick just who he is. And like I say, the kids are recruiting Belichick just because your mom and daddy like Belichick. Your mom might be a Patriot fan. Your dad might be a Patriot fan. You might have grown up watching the Patriots. People want to see it. You know, come on, what Belichick got? Like 6 rings, 5 rings, 6 rings, something like that. Yeah, Belichick did damn good. You know what I'm saying? And so he's definitely a coach. You know, he's damn good coach. So I think, you know, I ain't seen his roster this year yet, but I don't know if he got the talent that he needs.
A lot of these institutions, these college football institutions, man, if you don't have a big time coach, nobody want to come and play there. Now, even with the NIL money going on, right? You can still have a big time coach. Know what I'm saying? If you don't have a big time coach, now they coming because who got the most money. Look at Lincoln Riley out there, man. Look at USC right now.
They say Lincoln Riley mad this year, but they say this is his year. Lincoln Riley put a new thing in. If you commit to USC, you can't take no more visits. You know what I'm saying? He said you can't take no more visits. And which we know that's not the rule. But he said, we don't want you to commit if you're going to take other visits.
It makes sense. What's right now in recruiting? You know what I'm saying? You got to have money.
He done lost so many times. He done lost quarterbacks. In the last thing, he done lost running backs. Everybody that was committed to USC been flipping. He done lost like 4 or 5 5-star flips. Not that they got other 5-stars, but he keep losing them on visits. They take visits to other places and flip. You know what I'm saying? And then you see this new thing. The transfer portal is going on open twice now. They're gonna eliminate the spring window.
I just seen a dude, man, made $5.1 million in NIL money. That's why kids flipping.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that.
Boy, 5.4 million. What they said it was gonna be 5.4 million.
That's why kids are flipping, man. That's why Nick Saban said what he said. He up and abruptly retired. Like I can't re-recruit a kid because when I go back,
every
how much am I getting? You know, they need to.
Yeah.
Everybody want to make money. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But at some point in time, man, they got to regulate how they doing this because you got a kid coming. Say this dude come in and make $5.1 million, right? Say if he don't play this year, next year, well, I'm finna go. Well, Are you gonna get my money back?
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, is that per year? Is he making that per year?
Well, no, that
think that's
$5.4 million is over 3 years.
Over 3 years.
I saw that contract. It's over 3 years. But still, that's a lot of money for somebody fresh out of high school, bro. Because this is a guy fresh out of high school. That's a lot of money.
Man. That's a lot of money, bro.
A lot of money.
They just think now when you get you're a freshman when you get to college, you always gotta think it's gonna be somebody better than you, man. So what happens when these kids get upset? I'm not getting no playing time.
And he get beat out.
Yeah.
He get up there. That money done corrupted him, and the college life corrupted him because he ain't sitting at home with his mama to control him no more.
Exactly.
I know how it is. You grow up with a thumb on your back, and then all of a sudden that thumb is moved. You gonna wild out.
Exactly. Listen, man. Just take for instance, Arch. Not saying he's not a good quarterback. Not saying he's gonna be great. But man, I just don't see it. I don't see what everybody else see. You know what I'm saying? This guy gonna be. They already talking about this guy gonna be what? Possibly the #1 pick this year. How?
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you that's my squad. So I'm gonna tell you, Arch is the truth. Arch is the truth. Yeah.
We haven't seen the truth though.
He should have actually started last year.
Listen, now I'm gonna tell you something. I've told Damien this story a bunch of times, right? I just said this over and over. Not taking enough from Arch Manning, but you couldn't be a quarterback that didn't get drafted till like the what round? What 4th, 5th round? Quinn Ewers. That just tells me everything I need to know. You got to take Steve Sarkisian. He's a brilliant offensive minded coach. You know what I'm saying? And for 3 years, this guy been out here, and Arch couldn't beat him out. There's no such thing as loyalty, man. We're not doing the loyalty thing, dog. We're gonna do what's best for this team. How we gonna win? You know, the same thing happened with Tua and Jalen Hurts.
Cam Newton was speaking on this though. Cam Newton was saying something about it. I didn't watch the video, but Cam was saying that it was more aligned with the business.
Was guiding him. I know that thing he was saying that he wanted to be developed behind, somebody wanted to be developed properly behind a good quarterback because Quinn Ewers knew what to do, when to start and do all this type of stuff. I think that a lot of those quarterbacks on those powerhouse teams, I'm going to tell y'all, I really feel a lot of those quarterbacks are elevated more because they playing with so many 5-stars. If you're playing with a 5-star offensive line, a 5-star receivers, it's really hard to look like bullshit. You got to be trash. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much to not to excel with that. So I think what happens a lot of times when they do get to the NFL and you go to these subpar teams, because that's just what the draft is going to do. They're going to send you to a subpar team. Now they don't quite look the same. And then all of a sudden people say, oh, you need to be developed. You need this. I said, hold up. Didn't he just win a championship with this? Or like your boy from Michigan, you know what I'm saying? He was doing all this. I'm like, damn, he gets to the team and the people talking about he need to develop this, he need to develop that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, what happened? They said, well, you're playing with so much talent, we can't see your weaknesses until you get to these pro teams. And the pros see your weaknesses.
Well, guess what, man? Listen to what you just said. What? Why he couldn't beat out Quinn Ewers? Because he was trash. For real. He was trash.
And where did Quinn Ewers go? Where did he go in the draft? Did he go in the draft?
Yeah, about the 5th or 6th round. Yeah.
Who did he go?
Yeah. Listen, bro. That's just like with Tua and Jalen Hurts. Tua came as a freshman.
So he went to the Dolphins too.
Jalen Hurts was the starting quarterback, fresh off a championship team. You know what I'm saying? Jalen that year. He got to Alabama, did what he needed to do. And he wasn't no slouch quarterback. He was a 5-star quarterback coming out of high school. He went down. He went down, got hurt. You know what I'm saying? No, he didn't. Second half of the game, they played Georgia. They put the freshman in, Tua. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The rest is history. Jalen Hurts never got his job back.
Tua didn't win it.
Because Tua was better. He never got his job back. You know what I'm saying? And when Tua got hurt, they put Jalen Hurts back in there. Then when Tua got better, they pulled Jalen Hurts. That's the year he transferred and put Tua back in. Quinn Ewers went down twice. Quinn Ewers got hit for Texas.
But here's the question: is Jalen Hurts, is Jalen Hurts and Tua? Is Jalen Hurts a bad quarterback? I don't think so. I think Jalen Hurts is a very good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Tua is a good quarterback. I just think Jalen Hurts is on a better team.
He's better than Quinn Ewers. He's better than Quinn Ewers when he was in college. I said to say this right here. When he got hurt, he never got his job back. He ended up transferring, going to Oklahoma. Now you got Steve Sarkisian, You got to understand, Steve Sarkisian was on that squad as the offensive offensive mind. And then you get a 5-star, a highly regarded quarterback coming out of high school, Arch Manning. You got this guy, Quinn Ewers, has been hurt in Tennessee to stay hurt all the time. He's not that good. But this guy's supposed to be the direct truth, and you can't beat him out. Then I'm trying to figure out, okay, Steve Sarkisian, what are you doing over there? Either two things. There's no such thing as lauded, because coach is going to put the best player on the field. They feel like
that's what they're supposed to. But they're supposed to be loyal to the team.
Ain't always true.
No. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you why. Last year,
it should be loyal to the team.
Last year when Milroe played, Alabama didn't have another quarterback, bro. If they'd had another quarterback behind Milroe would have lost his job.
Yeah, Milroe lost his job. Wasn't even remember. One time under Saban, Milroe wasn't even the starting quarterback. Your boy, he didn't make him the starter until like game 4 of the season. You know what I'm saying? Because Milroe was fucking up, bro.
And this is what I say about
Milroe was not that damn good.
Now everybody gonna find out Arch Manning really that guy, because Texas, their defense, look here, it's gonna be bad. But y'all had to score a lot of points to win, boy. Y'all ain't got no defense like Ohio State. No defense.
Hey, now let me tell you something. But check this out. Texas say this year they spending $40 million, bro. So they putting $40 million on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Last year Ohio State put $30 million on the roster. They walked away with the natty. So
Ohio State? I'm gonna say who they gonna get? Who Texas getting? Because all these guys stay at home. Because guess what? Because the playing field has been level. The NCAA, they just won a lawsuit. All these guys, they finna get I forgot how many billions of dollars.
You can get rid of them now. NCAA for the other sports and other things.
I'm talking about the lawsuit. It was a lawsuit that they won about money. So all these colleges do
the back pay.
Yeah, the back pay. All these schools finna get money. So the playing field finna be level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of these schools got money. Hey, check this out. I got something for y'all, right? Damn, what is it? What y'all know about Sacramento State? Y'all heard about Sacramento State yet?
Yeah, I know Sacramento State, they that's where your boy Ryan Coogler went to school.
Hey, Sacramento State, right? FCS school, right? They number one in recruiting right now in the FCS. Now, but listen to me, just hear me out first, right? Mm-hmm. What happened? They had a bunch of donations. They say this year, just for NIL, FCS, NIL, they got $50 million to spend on FCS. All of a sudden, Shaq became the general manager. Shaq's son, Shakir, is going there. Then the offensive coordinator from UNLV, what's his name? Brennan Marion, because UNLV had a good record. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? He ended up taking the head coaching job there. You know what I'm saying? Mike Bibby, the new basketball coach, and they're preparing to join the Pac-12. They're trying to join the Pac-12 because y'all know the Pac-12 they got 9 teams right now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden they get all these recruits because they got all this money. So what I'm thinking, they must be offering the whole bag to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because who in the world going to FCS schools? But they telling everybody, hey, we FCS now. We going to we finna join the Pac-12, and I think that's a 2-year turnaround or something like that. Because I think you need 2 years. I think you got to play 2 years before you can even, get in the championship. But they're recruiting. They're the number one recruiter in FCS football. Overall in North Dakota States and South Dakota States, all of them, all of them to the powerhouse teams. You know what I'm saying?
They tired of Jackrabbits winning, man. They got to do something. They tired them Jackrabbits.
Oh no, they're trying to join the Pac-12. Now, don't get it twisted. Now, the Pac-12 then jumped up to where the Pac-12 got some pretty nice teams. Matter of fact, basketball-wise, the Pac-12 going to be a powerhouse with Gonzaga, UNLV, all of them, man. The Pac-12 going to be a powerhouse on the basketball tip. But in the football, they're getting some pretty good teams. It look like they got all of the states. They got like Washington State, Texas State just joined them. I mean, there's a couple of different ones.
You can get some though. That's nice. That's real good. But I'm gonna tell you the difference. Between that. When you got FCS school and FBS school, when you line up on the field, it's about 100. It's about a 50-pound man per difference. That's a difference.
Hey, you know what?
Your offensive line may average 260, but you play a defensive line average 350. You in trouble.
And you know what?
They bigger and stronger, man.
I'm gonna tell you that is true. That's true. You know what I'm saying? With your average FCS school, but your boy in North Dakota State, they figured that out. You know what I'm saying? What they call them, the FBS killer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've been killing FBS teams. They get out there playing. Them white boys play good fundamental football, and it's not just the players. It's actually the coaching.
What they've been doing out there, they didn't just start doing this. They've been doing this years ago.
They just
trying to become an FBS. That's why the programs that they have, the nutrition program, the weight programs. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this. Everybody's surprised that they haven't made a transition yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
they should have made a transition
because
5 years ago.
In CS football, out of the last 12 years, they won it like 8 or 9 times. So pretty much, they got Alabama CS football.
They should have made that transition 5 years ago, bro. 5 years ago, they did that.
Now check this out. Here's something else, right? The Pac-12 then switched up to now Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, Gonzaga, Oregon State, San Diego State, Texas State, Utah State, and Washington State. Well, they got all the states in them. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised you see North Dakota State and South Dakota State join pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in 12.
And they live next year. 26 is when they become again. I guess it becomes the Power 5 again or whatever. Because you know a lot of those teams, I will say, a lot of those teams are teams from the Big Sky Conference, which is pretty much group of 5 teams. But you know, some of those teams play pretty well. And like I said, I expect them to do better because now you get a better roster. Because remember, when you go to FBS, you get an 85-man roster instead of the 65. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you get to pull few more players. You get more scholarships, I should say.
You get more scholarships. Now, I think they cut that down to like, what is it, 50, 55 now? FBS?
I don't know. I know they cut them down a little bit, but I know FBS football gets more scholarships than FCS. So, you know, you definitely, that's improvement.
I think they cut it down. It was like 85. I think they went like 65.
Yeah, it was 85.
Yeah, I think they cut it. I think they cut it down. I think they didn't cut it down again to like 65. I think like 50, 55 or 50, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like
something like that. But you know, most teams only travel with a 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, home you might have your players, but if you travel with about a 53-man roster. Some of them are even less than that. You know what I'm saying?
No more than 60. That includes guys that do your job, water boy.
Oh shit, whatever. Got him, man. He got jokes. Yeah, but yeah, man.
Hey, going back to that Sacramento State thing.
Yeah,
Sacramento they applied for to go into the FBS.
Yeah,
so they could get
approved.
Yeah,
I just see that one of my guys that I shoot for basketball. They just offered him a scholarship.
With a
6'10" wide receiver.
I'm telling you, for an FCS school, dog, to have $50 million, that's a lot of money, bro. Because there's a lot of FBS schools ain't got nowhere near that. You know what I'm saying?
You got to understand something. The Alabamas, the Michigans, the Ohio States, they don't have money like that. They didn't have money like that, bro.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? There's only 2 teams, only one team really during this time had money like that at once upon a time, like USC and Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Texas is oil money. Texas down there in College Station and UT Texas.
They got so many boosters, dog, and with big money, till it ain't funny, man. That's why I can't understand. Everybody say, I'm like this right here. When Texas joined the SEC, I'm still scratching my head like, well, damn, okay, y'all gonna pick them every year to win it until they finally win one. You know what I'm saying? You was out there in the Big 12 in Colorado, rule you every year. Not Colorado, but Oklahoma.
Yeah, back in the day.
Oklahoma
was their problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
Still a problem.
Texas finna run the SEC now. I don't think so. They're gonna be phony. They're gonna be good. They're gonna find out it ain't what you think. You know. That old soft schedule they give them.
But hey, quiet as it's kept. Say what? Brother, quiet as it's kept. It ain't the SEC no more. It's starting to look like the Big Ten. The Big Ten is a problem.
No,
Big Ten seems to be a problem.
Big Ten ain't no problem, man. Folks ain't no
problem.
Ain't no problem.
Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, man, it's a powerhouse. Oregon, man, it's a powerhouse in the Big Ten.
Ohio State,
all playoff teams.
Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State and Michigan have won the last
Ohio State. What about Oregon? Oregon was number one. Oregon number one.
Has won the last 2 championships in the last 12 years. So you can't be no powerhouse because you barely getting there. every 5 years you win a title.
No, we're talking about going forward. Like if we start 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, we're just saying, you know, just from the things because the Big Ten has changed. The Big Ten changed last year. You know what I'm saying? They added them teams.
I don't think so because you only got 2-3 teams that's compatible. You know what I'm saying? You look at the SEC.
No, I can't say that.
You look at the SEC as a whole. You look at the SEC as a whole. On any given day, anybody can be anybody in the SEC. Just Alabama, Vanderbilt.
Hey, but this is what I'm saying. When we look at the Big Ten last year, Indiana, Penn State, Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan. I mean, the top is like 6 or 6, and we are talking about all these playoff teams. All these teams, playoff teams. You got like the top 6 teams in there.
And all of them lost. And all of them lost in the first round, with the exception of Ohio State.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold up now. Wait a minute. Penn State made it around 2. Penn State beat up. Did he beat Boise State or somebody? Boise?
Nobody.
Well,
that's who they beat.
And Boise State was there. Boise State was undefeated.
You gonna change that? Just because you undefeated don't mean you good. You gotta look at the level of competition you playing. Now you take.
Now that I believe.
You take the
that
SEC.
I do believe. That's why they changed the rule.
Yeah, you take the SEC top to bottom. Anybody can beat anybody. Guess what? Auburn last year. You know what I'm saying? Team like South Carolina, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Any of them teams you just named, probably with the exception of Ohio State, any one of them teams could have knocked them teams out, bro. The Big Ten. I'm gonna tell you something. The Big Ten is a lot of smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? A lot of smoke and mirror, man, the Big Ten, man. Because,
I don't know. We're going to see again.
Because as a whole, from top to bottom, every team that's in the Big Ten, if you look at it, only Oregon, Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State going to compete. That's it.
Oregon going to compete, but I was disappointed with Oregon because Oregon lost. You know, you were undefeated and you lose that game. You know, I was kind of disappointed in Oregon. I thought Oregon would do a little better. But here's the thing. They did that last year.
Smoke and mirror.
If I see it again, hey, like they say, you do it twice to let me know you meant it. You know what I'm saying? If they do it again this year, then what?
Do what again? Lose?
Win. I'm just saying, if all of them boys, you know what? There's a lot of teams in the SEC didn't get to the playoffs because of all those Big Ten teams. You know, the Big Ten teams there.
There's a lot of teams that didn't get in the playoff in the SEC, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because the SEC, any given Saturday, anybody can whoop anybody, man. If you look at, I tell you what, look at the SEC as a conference as a whole, and look how many teams that was 500 or better. And you go and look at the Big Ten, the teams that's 500 or better or worse. It's gonna be 8. You know, because some of them guys like two or three of them teams like 500 teams. The rest of them losers.
Well, you know what? I don't think it's that many because a lot of the teams were undefeated. The Penn State had lost 1 or lost 2. I think Indiana had lost 1. Well, it was undefeated at first, and they lost 1 right at the. I think they lost
That's because the conference competition is not that good.
Now, I will say that the SEC, they do cannibalize a lot of their own teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams cannibalize.
It's not that good. That's why I say what I said about the Big Ten, smoke and mirrors. You know, when you in a league, right? Whether it be SEC, Big Ten, Pac-12, whatever, and you only have 3 or 4 teams out of that conference every year that's doing great. That means the rest of the teams,
niggas trash. Yeah.
You can't beat nobody in the conference. And so that it looks good. It looks real good until you play another powerhouse team like a Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like an Alabama.
So,
you know,
that being said, now this year, they you see they changed the rules. It's straight seeding now. Ain't no more free just because you win your conference. It's the playoffs are gonna be listed by straight seeding. So if they're doing straight seeding, that puts a lot of teams out. If you cannibalize yourself this year, if the SEC cannibalizes their teams, them teams ain't gonna make the playoffs because they going straight seeding. They go the top 12 teams.
Right. You got to understand. You got to understand something. You got to understand top 12. It's 12 teams, right? It's gonna be 12 teams. You still gonna have conference winners that's still gonna get automatic bids though. You can't get around that. You still gonna have conference winners
Yeah.
that are gonna get automatic bid.
But yeah,
You
I'm
can't
saying
get around it.
that's cool. That's cool. But I'm just saying you're gonna straight seed your teams now from the top to the bottom. Even out of the 12 teams that we get, it ain't gonna be like, oh, you got Ohio State ain't gonna play first. You know what I'm saying? They should be up here. You know what I'm saying? Teams that just gonna have premium records or whatever should be in the last four.
If you win your conference, that's your top 4 seeds right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's the top 4.
Now
the
you
next
take
8 seeds. The next 8 seeds is gonna be straight records.
Right. And see, even if like the Georgia States, even if they do win their conference, you still may have Tennessee better than you, and you won your conference. You know what I'm saying? Because last year though, when them dudes got that, man, they went up against these teams, they like, it's gonna be the same old same. And guess what? It was the same old teams that's always in the thick of it when you get down to it. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of my guys. With the exception of my guys, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Everybody the same old teams.
And what it was, they was in the playoffs too. They just had tickets this year. That's all.
Oh, you got jokes. Oh, that's funny. Okay. That's funny.
They bought tickets this year. That's all.
Well, guess what? I'll be handing out tickets this year. Hey, you ain't gonna be able to make it. Here you go. Catch us here. Right. Yeah.
They had good seats, I heard. Good seats. They bought a press box. So.
That's all right. It's funny.
Tickets.
And one thing I say, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Because
they 19.
Huh?
They preseason ranked 19.
Who? Alabama?
Alabama?
No, I don't know what you're looking at. You can't go preseason.
That's a vote of no confidence.
Listen,
that's a vote of no confidence.
Listen, you can't be preseason 19 when you're returning 5 starters on your offensive line and all your receivers back, and you're returning 9 starters on defense. You can't be preseason 18. They're going by, Alabama don't have a quarterback yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This was from this came out in January.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because now Alabama,
they got one out now.
Alabama ranked number 6 in the country in recruiting, bro, for the 2026 cycle. When you recruit, you can't be ranked. Alabama probably ranked. They're in the top 10. They ain't gonna be the top 5. They might be 5, either 5 or 6. They got to be 5 or 6 in the top 10 season rank. Yeah. And that's because they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's because they don't have a quarterback, man. A proven quarterback is all.
And that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to find. It's just like you got with all that returning, with all those starters and defense on offense and defense returning, like you said, like we talked about earlier. You can take the boys and put you back there at quarterback and tell you, don't turn the ball over, Damian. Just hand the ball off and make the throw. Don't throw no interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Just hand the ball off.
I'm running it. I'm Cam Newton.
Don't try to do too much.
Cam Newton.
Just hand the ball off, run the offense. Let the skilled players do the work.
Man, I'm Cam Newton. I'm running it.
Now see what I'm talking about? See. Yeah, you're gonna run right on to the sideline and keep on going. That's what
hey, whatever.
Gonna happen. But it's football season gonna be very interesting, man. College and pro.
Yeah, well,
college had the top recruiting class.
Who?
USC.
But they have Georgia. Recruiting. But here's the thing about USC. Like I said, they keep losing their players. To other schools. People flipping their commitments. We still got a lot of time before kickoff. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing with USC and Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley is a good coach. So you got to look at his track record. He done had the last 3 or 4 Heisman Trophy winners. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they number 1 in recruiting, because they got the money now. They kicking out that money. Yeah. You look at Clemson. Yeah. Clemson, for instance, Dabo Swinney hates the transfer portal. But last year, last year and this year, he went in it. He going in it.
He got to.
Exactly.
Stay competitive.
You're not going to be able to compete, bro.
They 6 in recruiting right now.
Who? Clemson?
Yep.
Damn.
You got to, bro. Hey, man, look. The money, man, it's money. These young kids making this money, these schools shut out this money, though. You know what I'm saying? And a guy like me, I had to sit at home now and watch the game called the tickets high as the rap neck.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, I don't know if y'all realize this, but college tickets cost more than NFL tickets. It's cheaper to go to the NFL game.
Listen, I was going to the game I was going to go to the game in Tallahassee, dog. I seen the seats, nosebleed section seats, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Almost $600. and I got to get 2 of them. I told him, I said, no, I don't think so. We ain't going. And I looked at when San Francisco come to Tampa Bay, same seating, same ticket, $126 a piece. I said, that's why I be going.
Oh, yeah. Now, you know what? I will, usually now, I'm going to tell y'all, I don't really watch a lot of NFL. I watch it every now and then. But I will go to what's now. I'm going to try to hit that Jacksonville game. I want to see Trav Mill play. Travis Hunter.
Yeah. Hold up. Jacksonville may not be playing their stadium this year, bro. Though they getting their stadium redid.
I thought that was last year.
No. I was there last year. Wasn't no construction going on. They supposed to start that construction this year. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to get their games moved to Orlando to the Orange Bowl, bro.
That's even better. That's even better.
Jacksonville, yeah.
Yeah, that's even better. You talking about the Citrus Bowl?
Yeah, the Citrus Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, that's even better.
I don't know if they're gonna open the season there, but I know they supposed to be doing construction and they trying to get their games moved from there to the Citrus Bowl, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now,
yeah,
I'm not a Jacksonville fan, but if they did that, on Sunday, boy, I'd be
just because it's close. And like I said, I want to see your boy Trav. I want to see what he's gonna do this year. You know what I'm saying? Because people talking about him, talking about on offense and all this stuff.
I'm not going to even elaborate on Travis Hunter.
Hey, man, Travis Hunter, good player, bro. You can't take that from me, bro.
Talking about that. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
I'm not talking about.
Oh, young man, go, man. Hey, don't start that, man. Leave that man old lady alone, bro. Leave the man old lady alone. Don't do that. We ain't going to do that here, man. We ain't going to do that here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
He just got him a Rolex.
Called him, man. Say, hey, bro,
man, let that man go, man. Let that man live his life, man. You like what you like, dog. You like what you like. You know what I'm saying? You like what you like. That's all you can say. You like what you like. Like what your boy Moneybag Yo say, shit, she my hoe now. How about that? You know what I'm saying? That's how you kill all of that, nigga. She my hoe now. So whatever she is, she mine now. That's how Trail. That's the attitude Trail's supposed to have. She mine now. Don't worry about it then. Yeah, man. You talking about Steve Nash? No, you talking about that Steve Nash? Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd. Man, everybody on the team laying up with their old lady. That's crazy.
This my friend. My new trainer. Oh, okay.
Who's that?
How you doing, man?
Ginobili? Not Ginobili. One of them dudes where they went to the hospital and the baby was born and the baby came out black.
Was that Nash? That was
one of them.
I think that was Steve Nash, man.
That might be Nash.
They thought it was Barbosa's son, but it turned out to be somebody else's son.
Man, come on, man. Y'all ain't gonna strap up on the man, old lady. Y'all just gonna raw dog? Y'all some ass niggas. I don't want to play with y'all no way. No wonder they ain't never make it to the championship. Phoenix couldn't go to the championship. Damn right.
What's wrong, baby?
I'm supposed to lead the team.
Yeah. No, man. First of all, what you got to do, you got to vet these females, dog, like they do brothers. You got to find out what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get along. You don't want to get along down the road, and all of a sudden, guess what? No, she said, I see you in court. This is my house. Right.
No, man, that's sad. But that costs you too much money, man. You don't need to learn it there.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's too much. But you know what? On that tip though, check this out. So y'all heard about your boy Jake Resclaw, the quarterback of BYU.
Yeah, we heard about him. He did it.
The BYU say, buddy, they charged him with some girl accused him of rape or whatever. So of course, it was a civil case. She wasn't trying to file criminal things, but she's trying to file a civil because apparently Jay Resclaw is supposed to be one of the top quarterbacks coming, going into the draft this upcoming season. And so as part of the he had to do a deposition for the civil court matter, and what he did is, he testified that we had sex, but it was consensual sex. So eventually, they heard the stories out. He showed the text messages, and boom, they found out, he was right. The chick was lying. So boom, they dismissed the case. However, if you go to BYU, because it's a Mormon university, you sign what we call an honor code, and you can't have sex while you're at school. which is crazy. So they was gonna suspend him 8 games, but no, he said he jumped in the portal. He said he done. He 8 games on your
he transferring.
But see, this
on your
thing,
last year. You can't take 7, 8 games. You can't take 8 games from that man. That man trying to go to the NFL.
He's not that good. He's not that good.
He was in the playoffs last year. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay, listen.
Well, they didn't kick Russ Claus off the team, but they just told me they're gonna suspend it like 7 games, 8 games. And I just, in your senior year, you can't take 7 games and try to go in the NFL because you're gonna come back too rusty with them last 4 or 5 games. 9 times out of 10, them last 4 or 5 games, y'all probably done lost so much the season over anyway. You know what I'm saying?
If you go look at his numbers, he been rusty. So that ain't the problem. You go look at those numbers, you've been rusty. Yeah. 20. I think like 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Russ. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he's a running quarterback. Maybe he's a running quarterback then. He might be a runner. He might be more of a runner.
He ain't no Jalen Hurts.
Russ Claus say he might be more of a runner, man.
Yeah, I know it.
It's a lot of what's that?
Now I said I wasn't gonna do this. So what you think gonna happen to your boys out there in LA? I'm cleaning house. Everybody gotta go. Everybody expendable. Everybody.
Well, he just signed a new quarter. He just 54.
Yeah, he opted into the clause. He opted into it.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? But that's understandable.
What you gonna waive him? You gonna pay him $54 million and waive him?
No, you're not. No, they're not
gonna
waive him.
Get rid of him.
Yeah,
ain't no team gonna trade for him because honestly, we love LeBron James, but he's 40 years old, and the trade for a $54 million per person, he make a $54 million.
They're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
So listen.
So you can look for the Lakers. You can look for the Lakers again this year to be a bubble team.
They'll do better keeping him.
Yeah, they come out better keeping him. Him and the Doncic. Yeah, I mean, he still put up numbers, but he shouldn't be your primary player.
Luka Doncic's gonna be until that guy gonna retire, you don't owe the NBA nothing, bro. Go and get out the way, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think this is probably his last year right here. I think he mentioned something about it. This is probably his last year.
Yeah, and guess what though? The Lakers won't make the playoffs this year, bro. Bubble or otherwise, playing tournament or otherwise.
I don't know.
They won't.
What you said they won't?
They won't bubble or otherwise. Playoff, playing tournament or other. They won't make the playoff.
Hey, they're playing champions, man.
Just by your statement, I can tell that you don't like LeBron.
No, LeBron's a good player.
Yeah, man, you don't like LeBron, man. He's Michael Jordan.
Listen,
LeBron. Listen. Let me tell you something. LeBron is a good player.
You said that.
He's a good player, bro. Okay, I'll put it to you like right here.
You keep saying a good player.
I'm gonna put it to you like right here. The last 7 years, LeBron James has been in LA. What has he done?
Championship.
But that ain't his fault though.
Stop it, man. You really gonna
do that?
Championship. You really gonna do that?
You don't count the bubble?
No. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't count San Antonio 1999 during the lockout. I don't count that either. Because
the lockout season, how many games was that? What, about 60 games? That's damn near 82 games.
That was 50 games. That was 50 games. That's the year they played the New York Knicks for the championship.
But that's a different thing.
They had Spreewell and your boy. They came from Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, New York was gonna beat them with 82 games. It could have been 102 games. New York wanted to beat San Antonio that year.
No,
I said that was David Robinson and
San Antonio.
Tim Duncan.
San Antonio, other Knicks probably wouldn't have made it to the finals that year. San Antonio, other
David
Knicks
Robinson and Tim Duncan.
They probably wouldn't have made it to the finals that year.
That was David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Well, the following year it was Shaq and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I give them that. That was 2001, 2002. Remember
exactly.
that? But 99 was the last year. That was the year that David Robinson retired. You know what I'm saying? So it was Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
Tim Duncan then was still there. Tim Duncan was there, but
David Robinson retired.
That same team was still there, man. That same core of players was still there, except for David Robinson. John Elliott, all them guys.
David Robinson. But David Robinson then was the Twin Towers. That was the whole purpose of,
So it's Ralph Sampson and the King.
Man, you talking about something 100 years ago.
Come on, man. Oh, no.
Man, I don't remember them niggas from Burger King commercials. You know what I'm saying?
The Lakers, man. Listen, the
Burger King
Lakers,
commercial,
dude.
bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, dude gave offered Jenny Buss a deal she couldn't refuse, $10 billion. I got to take that. You can have the team, but she's still gonna be running the day-to-day operation. She's still gonna be doing
probably
that.
for now. Probably for now, but dude gonna move his own people in there. I'm pretty sure.
Listen,
when you spend
man,
that type of money, you gonna eventually move your own people in.
You
listen. I want to go back to what you said though. You said the Lakers are not going to make it to the playoffs.
No, every year. Listen.
What reason would you say that?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. For one, they don't have an elite defender that can defend on the perimeter, and they don't have enough shooting, and they don't have a shot blocker that can protect the rim, man. You got to have those things, and you don't have a point guard. You got to have those things. You got to have those things to be successful in the NBA. Luka Doncic got to have the ball in his hand. So does LeBron James, and they don't have the people around them. You know what I'm saying? That can elevate them to the next level. Because if you watch them guys play this year, they did the bulk of the scoring. Nobody else did, and that hurts. You know what I'm saying? Even though even though the white guy, he had good games, but he wasn't consistent enough. He wasn't consistent enough.
Okay, but listen, you make that statement, but wasn't they the 4th seed, and they became the 4th seed without having any type of rim protection, right?
And they became the 4th seed because everything in the West was
okay.
What the West looking like this year?
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what the West gonna look like this year, like it did last year. But everybody gonna be better. I look for them guys, man. Not even be a playing team.
I predict this. This is my prediction.
Not even be a playing team.
don't make it back to the finals.
You say they don't?
OKC ain't gonna make it back to the finals. I don't think they make it back to the finals.
The Western Conference Finals?
Yeah, I agree with that.
NBA Finals or Western Conference?
No, I'm saying
I don't
finals.
think
NBA
they
finals.
gonna make it
I don't think they make it back to the finals.
They ain't gonna make it to the NBA Finals. It's gonna be a new champion.
Mm.
Going back, what you said the West wasn't about nothing last year, right?
Man, you only had
the champion came out of the West.
But listen.
So what that speak about the East?
Listen, OKC, even Houston. Houston had a good team. They're ahead of schedule. You know what I'm saying? Not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
But they will be this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree.
You take.
They got KD.
Phoenix was disappointing. So was Portland. You know what I'm saying? All these
both of them was trash.
That's right.
They were super trash.
I'm gonna tell you somebody else that was surprised. Sacramento, from where they came last year to this year, they fell all the way off.
They ain't had nobody either.
They felt, but look what it was last year though. Last year, them folks in the playoff, man.
Hey, y'all, just taking a quick look at we just looking at a quick look at the record. Thunder was number 1 in the West. Number 2 team was the Rockets that just got Kevin Durant, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah. And number 3 team was the Lakers, and then the Nuggets.
Yeah, I forgot about Denver. Yeah, that's it. Everything after that,
the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? So LA, it wasn't. I think LA will make it to the playoffs. I don't know about the finals.
In Dallas, I'm gonna tell you the sleeper this year though. The Dallas Mavericks, bro. They're gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals.
No,
the Dallas Mavericks was ranked number 10 in the West. No. They're the number 10 team in the West.
They ain't gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals.
They didn't even have a 500 record. Now I know people was hurt. Your boy Kyrie was hurt, and Clay Thompson.
Who running point?
Yeah, but
they went,
Kyrie, guess
39 and 43.
You got to understand something. You got to understand it right here. You take Kyrie, he's not gonna be back for the season. You kill him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at the surrounding players that they have, them guys can flat out ball. You can put anybody, a decent point guard in there, you know what I'm saying, to run that offense. They ain't got to score a lot, but just to run that offense. And they got everything you need over there. Everything you need.
Who though?
They got everything you need over there, man, in Dallas, man.
Them niggas went 39 and 4. Look like they got everything but offense. They went 39 and 43.
They backcourt is awesome. They got a great backcourt, but who is going to be running point? Who's going to orchestrate everything?
You don't need a great point guard.
You don't need a facilitator?
Listen. You don't need a great point guard when you have elite scorers. Case in point, the LA Lakers. You don't need a great point guard when you have elite scorers. You don't need that.
But listen, you're right. But you're thinking about it though. But when you bring up the Lakers, LeBron creates his own shot. LeBron creates his own pace. Who does Dallas have that's going to be able to do that?
Well, they just signed D'Angelo Russell, if I'm not mistaken, to replace Kyrie. Hold up, don't do that. Hold up, don't do that. Cause D'Angelo Russell was in LA, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right.
But don't
He was. But what happened?
Don't do that.
He disappeared. Listen, I'm a Laker fan. That's why I'm coming off like that. But D'Angelo disappeared so often that he had to go.
Yeah,
you're not talking about somebody disappearing, and LeBron James disappear frequently. All that flopping out that he's doing, man. Stop it. Don't do that.
That ain't disappearing. That ain't disappearing.
What do you mean?
The only team.
Come on now. You gonna say that this 40-year-old man, second all-team defense.
How many games this year during the playoff run he didn't score point in the fourth quarter when they counted?
He scored in all of them.
I said when
he
they
scored
counted,
in all of them.
4 points, 5 points. That ain't gonna get it did though.
Listen, he didn't take over.
Luka.
I can say that. I can say he didn't take over this season. But why didn't he take over? Because they put Luka in there.
Luka. I was watching the game. Luka Doncic, the Lakers was up. Luka Doncic was on fire. They took him out. They was up like 8-9 points. Brought LeBron James in. When LeBron James came in the game, the team went on a 10-0 run, man. They had to bring Luka back in to save him.
Well, I think LA needs to know.
Luka came back in to play defense
to save him. Well, neither one.
What game was that? Because I watch all Laker games too.
Neither one of them guys.
What
play
game
defense.
was that?
We're not gonna talk about the defense, but neither one of them play defense.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They need a third option for offense.
Hold up, Damien. You gonna say LeBron don't play defense?
No.
How did he make second all-team defense this year?
No, man. He don't play no defense.
At 40 years old, how did he make it second all-team defense?
Playing at 40, but
that's a political award?
Yes, that's what it is.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. We obviously watching two different Laker squads.
No, it's politics, political.
Come on, man.
But
it ain't never been in his favor politically. That's why people still arguing that Jordan is the greatest.
Hey, it's two things that I feel that what's name was having, bro.
That's not argument.
But it's two things that LA did. I think LA needs a third option scorer. They need a prolific scorer as a third option. And I don't know why they let Caruso go. Caruso was a great player.
Right.
And, Caruso actually he went to OKC and he won a title. Yeah, he's an elite defender. I like Caruso.
Elite perimeter defender, man.
And you see what Caruso said, man. You see when he when he got the championship, talking something. I finally got a championship.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Remember the thing? Exactly. Yeah, he said the thing about the bubble. He talking about something. I finally got one.
Listen.
That's bad.
Everybody gonna take shots at an organization to let them go.
And I believe that. I believe that.
Everybody not gonna do that. Everybody not gonna do that.
But that was shade.
Right.
He said it at the podium, bro. Listen. That was shade.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
All of them be shady like that.
Listen. Let me tell you what shade, right? I'm gonna tell you what shade. Listen at this right here. Nobody wants to come to play in LA. Nobody.
That ain't true.
Man,
no, it's not.
You getting people. You getting people. He ain't getting no superstar.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Because you have a guy over there that's so ball dominant. You know what I'm saying? If you have a guy that is so ball dominant, dog, nobody wants to. I'm not going on here for that. You know what I'm saying? If you look at this guy's career, you know what I'm saying? Even when he won a championship, he went back to a team. He went back to a team where he looked from the outside looking in, even though he was down south. He said, "Oh, I can go back and win." Cause guess what? Now you got two top 10 scorers over there now. But guess what? Nobody. You can't pick up the phone and say, "Hey, man, won't you come join me?"
Put a name on it.
I ain't doing that. I ain't coming up there.
No, he talking about
Put a name on it.
James,
put a name on it.
He talking about when LeBron went back to Cleveland. But the thing about it is, when LeBron went back to Cleveland the year before that, Cleveland was trash. You know what I'm saying? They were absolute trash. They just got
Kyrie Irving.
They still trash. The record was terrible.
Listen. They had just got Kyrie Irving, and then they got what's the name from Minnesota, right? That's who they got.
Yeah,
and then guess what?
But they did that when LeBron got there.
Listen, bro. You have to look at this right here. When he left, they didn't have any of that. They didn't have any of that. Now, when you look back, hold up. When you look back at it, I got two guys down there now. I can go back now. Shit, I got the help I need now. I'm going back home.
They got him when LeBron came back. That's the same year he came back.
He was down there. He was down there in Miami, bro. He was down there in Miami, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that was the time when LeBron was in his prime. Now, we're talking about when LeBron was in the East. They had changed the Eastern Conference Finals name to the LeBron James Invitational. You know what I'm saying? This nigga went so many times, bro. He had win so many times. Couldn't nobody go. He had dominated the East. Couldn't nobody go. Nobody could get to the finals but him.
Couldn't nobody go. Look at the Eastern Conference at that time, dude.
But I'm just saying, when the Eastern Conference had a lot of players. They had good players. They just couldn't get past it.
They had the best player in the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? Playing with scrap. You ain't got no competition. None whatsoever.
But I'm just saying, hey, I can't help that. But y'all can't win. You know what I'm saying? If I'm there every year, this man went 10 times in a row, bro. 10 times. Unheard of.
He is arguing his point. Huh? He is arguing his point from a Jordan loyalist. His whole argument is from somebody.
I don't think
is it Stephen A. Smith on the line?
The best player in the world. But I just think.
Go ahead, Stephen A. When you got LeBron James, right? LeBron James is a phenomenal player. LeBron James is a phenomenal player. But the greatest of all time, he's not. Because guess what? On Michael Jordan watch, them years that he won, he played with some 7 top 10 shot blockers, Hall of Famers. He stopped them guys from winning. He stopped them guys from winning titles.
He did it by himself?
You know what I'm saying? He did it as a team.
He did it by himself?
He was the main component. Component.
Listen, if he was the main component, right, how many did he win without Scotty?
He was 40 years old.
How many did he win without Scotty, though?
40.
His age,
Jordan
ain't played in the league when he was 40. Remember, he
only played 15 years.
Jordan retired when he was, what, 36?
Yeah, 36. 38 when he was at, what's his name?
Scotty chased 2 or 3 more titles and went with.
Listen, that doesn't matter, though.
He lost to LA.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you, this is my killer for all of those debates, and I really don't debate the LeBron Jordan thing. That's not something I really do.
There's no debate.
Simply because people always want to quantify the greatness according to how many rings you got.
No, you can't do rings because Bill Russell got more rings than all of them.
Right, and if you want to go by stats, LeBron got that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then if you want to go who would win in a one-on-one battle, NBA basketball ain't one-on-one.
Yeah.
So what do you have to go off?
Hold on. Let me correct you on that right there.
Right.
Let me correct you on something. Basketball, NBA, that's a one-on-one thing. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this right here. When you need a bucket, get out the way. I got this right here. Back up. When you need the same way Kyrie Irving did, back up. I got this right here. You can't say basketball is not a one-on-one sport. And Kyrie took one of the best shooters up, crossed him, pull up game.
It's not.
In LeBron young years,
That's a fallacy.
In LeBron young years, hey, get out the way. I got this. Take one-on-one. Later years, Michael Jordan was still doing that. Michael Jordan was still doing that at 40.
To your point, Michael Jordan, number one, Michael Jordan ain't played till he was 40. Stop trying to put him on LeBron level with that.
He did play when he was 38. You talking about when he was Washington?
Oh, man. The man was 39 years old, man. 40 years old with the Washington Wizards.
Look, you keep inching up. Stop inching up, man.
Yeah.
He keep inching up. 36, 37, 38.
Wizards, he was 38. And he wasn't the Jordan that we knew.
He played 2 years.
He a year and a half, man. That wasn't even full. It wasn't 2 years. It was a year and a half. It wasn't even a year and a half. It was a year and a quarter or something like that. But he was 38 when he stopped. But he wasn't the same Jordan, bro. He wasn't the same Jordan. I like Jordan, but he wasn't the same Jordan. When I knew he wasn't the same Jordan, that year in 2002 when he played with the Wizards, when they had the NBA All-Star game, first of all, he didn't even get to start. Vince Carter sat back and gave Jordan his position. And Jordan had that one freeway. He had one fast break. It was just him by himself. Jordan went and yoked that bitch and fucking by himself and missed. And everybody looks like, yeah, that ain't Jordan no more, dog. That's Michael Jeffrey.
The man
that was Michael Jeffrey, but that wasn't Jordan.
But you know what? You're right. I'm wrong. He did. His final retirement was at age 40. But if you want to quantify talking about 40, is he doing the same thing LeBron doing at 40?
No, he's not. Because you know why he's not? Because they play the game different now. You know what I'm saying? You get rest.
Because the game
You
has
can sit out.
changed.
You can sit out.
No, he talking about
in the
load
medical,
management and all that, man.
in medical, and guess what? And as far as the training is different, you know what I'm saying? Medicine is different now. You know what I'm saying? No, he was not doing that. But he was still giving motherfuckers 25 and 30, 40 and 50 on any given night. And I say this to say it right here. When you talk about greatness isn't defined by rings, it's defined by stats. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
I didn't say it's defined by stats.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest players in basketball history.
A Laker.
A Laker. The cap. A Buck. A Laker. Whatever you want to call it. Was never considered the greatest player of all and had all the accolades. Never. No, they never called him the greatest. Until when Michael Jeffrey Jordan came into the league and took the league over when he came with the Bulls and did what he did and how he did it, man, that's the greatest player ever played the game. And guess what now? He got just as many accolades, if not more, than Kareem. The only thing he didn't have was the scoring title. I mean, say the scoring record. That was it. You're not going to, you got the scoring record because this is your 23rd year. If you only play one game in 23 years, you only ever played 82 games.
21 years. Go ahead.
Thank you.
21 years. Go ahead.
Listen.
But 21 years, but 21, 20, and you only played one 82 game season.
You keep moving the sticks. He's
not putting. Listen, LeBron James not putting no weight.
Hey, you like that? One more thing. Hey, let me tell you something. Also, you talking about the scoring title? He didn't break the scoring title this year. He broke the scoring title about 2-3 years ago.
And guess what?
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
You have to understand this right here. They see what people not looking and not realizing. They combine LeBron James playoff scoring and regular season scoring to get him that record.
No, listen. Listen. First of all, you moving the sticks.
I'm not moving no sticks.
They have different scoring. They have regular season scoring, which he already eclipsed that. Then they have all time, which he overcame Kareem for.
And guess what?
All time.
You have to understand something. If you go back and look at it when he had them 30-some thousand points, you know what I'm saying? 36,000 points to be exact. He didn't.
The statisticians are correct in the way they assessed it.
He didn't surpass Kareem in regular season scoring. They combined playoff and regular season. No, that's why he comes with them 56,000 points.
They always did it the same way.
But here's the thing. Remember when Kareem was playing, it's something about one of the scoring metrics they didn't keep. They didn't measure. One of the metrics they say they didn't keep. I don't know. I got to look it up to see which one of them. But one of those metrics, it might have been playoffs. One of them about Kareem they didn't keep. They wasn't measuring. So LeBron,
that's not what it, that ain't right.
Separated or something. Yeah, look it up. One of them, I remember seeing that. They were saying that they didn't keep. So you can't really use that against LeBron. You can't use that against LeBron. Well, one of the metrics
the man been playing for 30 years. The long the man been playing, man, he should have 100,000 points.
Man,
you only 21 years. You only played 182 game season. You're not putting no wear and tear on your body. You're not playing every night.
But that's even more prolific. If I ain't even played 82 games and I still got the scoring title, what that tell you?
This is what's more prolific right here. Michael Jordan played a total of maybe 12 seasons, and it took LeBron James 15 seasons just to surpass him in scoring. It took him 15 seasons just to pass Michael Jordan in scoring. And Mike did it in 12 years.
Man, you gotta check your stats. You keep
changing
the numbers.
I
ain't gotta check that.
Hey, you tweak a little bit at a time.
Right. I'm looking at it right here.
And I'm gonna tell you something else too. This is a telling tale right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is all telling. The statement that he made a few weeks ago.
What?
Oh, you can't disqualify a player just because he hasn't won the championship. You can't take away their greatness. Nobody's ever took away none of them players' greatness because they never won a ring. It's to the reality now that you're trying to spin the narrative like, well, I can still be the greatest player. I can still be the greatest player and not pass Michael Jordan and Kobe.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna let you sit here and lie on my boy like that.
That's what he's doing.
That is not. Listen, you're taking it completely out of context.
There's a lot of great players that's never won.
Look, you're taking it out of context to what he
never won.
Everybody, look what you just said. You're taking it out of context. Everybody said the same thing. You know,
because did you watch the show?
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole show?
The whole
I
show, yeah.
I watched every. That's why Steve
Who
Nash.
was he talking to?
What did he do?
Who was he talking to?
That's why Steve Nash was sitting there looking like, what? Steve Nash.
But you take listen. What he said was that you can't quantify somebody's greatness by the number of rings. Everybody wants to sit back and say that the players who don't have rings can't be in the conversation for greatness. That's what he was saying.
That's never it. Those players are always in the conversation when it comes to greatness. Then
That's
you
not
see
true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Then you see
Listen.
then you see the top 75 greatest players of all time. It was a bunch of them guys never got rings.
Listen, but he's not talking about the top 75. He's saying in the conversation for the great.
Yeah, people, well, I know what you're saying. You're saying when they're already talking about great players, the greatest players, they never talk about players who ain't got the ring. Like Barkley is a great player. He ain't got no ring.
Yes, they do.
You know, Barkley's a damn good player. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson in 2001, Allen Iverson was that guy.
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
We talk about them guys too. We talk about them guys too.
Name the top 3 power forwards in the league or in history.
In history.
You want me to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with Karl Malone. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go with my guy, big ticket. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the time, Tim Duncan was a power forward when he won. You know what I'm saying? When he won. Because he had a center over there next to him. He did that. I can go. He had a center next to him when he won his first title.
Yeah, 99.
After David Robinson retired, Tim Duncan slid to the 5.
Okay, well, yeah. That's what it is. Okay, that's the man.
Hold up. Kevin McHale. I can keep going.
That's in your top 3?
No, I'm just naming them. No, my top 3 is Karl Malone, Kevin Durant. Not Kevin Durant, but Big Ticket. Big Ticket and Tim Duncan. My top 3. I can go on and on about great power forwards.
Yeah, that's
listen, I don't know how old you is, but we old enough to have watched Barkley live.
Yeah,
man, I seen Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was not better than Karl Malone. Down in that paint. No.
What? No. Wait, you just said down in the paint.
No.
Overall game. Look.
Guess what?
Now in this day and age where the big man is stepping out, shooting threes, and doing all the other footwork and everything, there was nobody like Barkley.
There was nobody like Barkley.
Defense, Karl Malone can't stand next to Charles Barkley.
Doing what? Huh?
Anything.
Man, don't do that.
Anything.
No, don't do that.
Come on, man. I can't believe you said Karl Malone.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What was Karl Malone without John Stockton?
Who was the third leading scorer in the NBA?
I don't know.
The mailman.
The mailman with John Stockton, with the combos. I did hear that.
Karl Malone.
Yeah, Karl Malone.
Yeah, because they pick and roll people today. You take away John.
Number 4.
Take away
number 4? No, I think still at 3. He might
take
be
away
4.
Malone.
I think Malone
he's still gonna ball.
I gotta look at him, but I think Malone is 4.
And Karl Malone still gonna ball, bro. Hold up.
If you take away
MVP,
John Stockton,
hold up. Karl Malone MVP. Charles Barkley MVP.
Yeah, I like Barkley. Like I said, I do like Barkley. It's kind of hard to go between Barkley because Barkley carried his team. Barkley carried the whole team, and John Stockton was a superstar. John Stockton was a superstar as well, so they were known more as a duo.
Karl Malone told them.
Yeah, Utah wouldn't have been shit with. I ain't gonna say they wouldn't have been shit with that with what's name by itself.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
And guess what?
But I don't know.
You take Charles Barkley. You take Charles Barkley, who when he came in the league as a rookie, came in with Dr. J. Moses Malone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, say if he'd have came in the league maybe a year or 2 prior to that, when Doc and Moses can still play, he'd have won a title in Philadelphia. He would have won a title. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why Maryland drafted Len Bias. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, those guys was getting old in Boston.
Yeah.
They drafted Len Bias, RIP, to one of the greatest. If he lived, Boston win the championship 2 years in a row. Because he gonna carry them folks. And they still had a good Larry Bird that wasn't hurt. They still had a good Kevin McHale. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't hurt.
And you bring in Len Bias, man, and Dennis Johnson, and they still had the core of that team now. They're going to be tough.
Well, Boston historically has always had a pretty good team.
If I had another 2 inches, I'd have been in the NBA too. Potential. It's a coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Hey,
if I'd have grew another 2 inches,
shit. Or he'd been on the bang bus one.
if I was you out for that. Hey, shit. If I ran a 4.4 in the 40 instead of a 4.7, I'd have been in the NFL. It's all on potential.
Man,
but no, man. I feel you. Like I say, Karl Malone was
Karl Malone and
he was great.
Yeah, Karl Malone,
but not without
and that Charles Barkley.
And the reason I say my guy the big ticket when he come out of high school.
Oh yeah, Garnett definitely.
And I'm gonna tell you somebody else too. That was right there with them.
A power forward.
But he started settling for jump shot, shooting three, and that Rasheed Wallace. But Rasheed Wallace was a dog.
Hey, you know who we left out? Yeah, I like Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace was good. But you know who we left out of this? Dirk Nowitzki. Where Dirk at?
Oh yeah, Big Dirk.
Yeah, it might not go. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
My wife, she out in Dallas, man. I'm gonna have to get with you guys.
We
on
good,
the next
dog.
one.
We got 120 in. We got a little time in on this, so we good. I'm gonna stop it right here. We can do it again.
I say this right here though. Hey, it's nice meeting you, man. But
yeah, you too.
Guess what? You can put Michael Jordan, and then whoever you want to after that. Greatest of all time, dog. Whoever you want to after that. Because I'm in the conversation. I'm in the conversation like this right here. You let too many people win on your watch, dog. You know what I'm saying? Then, I don't blame him for going to Miami. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get down to Miami, you make the statement, how many championships you can possibly win, then you bail out. Now, all of a sudden, you can try to change the narrative about, your window has closed to win another title. In order to be great, the guy that you're chasing, now you know that you can never catch him. Because guess what? If you ever go back and listen to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady said, I wanted to be the greatest quarterback of all time, I had to surpass Joe Montana to be that, to be considered the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And to be considered the GOAT of basketball, I don't care who it is, you have to surpass one Michael Jeffrey Jordan. You have to do that. No matter
in what?
Hold up, you can have all the stats.
Pass him in what? You got more points.
Championships to be that and be undefeated and be undefeated.
Undefeated in what?
Finals.
In championship games?
Yes, finals.
Holla at Bill Russell.
Bill Russell lost one. What you mean?
It don't matter.
And at the same time, now see, y'all like to throw that in. Y'all show like how like Bill Russell when you had 18 in the league, and Bill Russell wasn't even the best player on the team. Bob Cousy was. They just got him. They just got him because he was tall. He was a tall black guy, taller than everybody else on the team. That's it.
Jordan wasn't the best player on his team either.
Why he wasn't?
Craig Hodges was.
No, man, stop it.
Oh, man, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. Hey, Lightning gonna strike one of y'all niggas, man. Goddamn. Who? Nigga like Mike Jones saying, who?
Hey.
Who?
Hey, y'all don't do Craig like that.
Man, Craig Hodges working Best Buy right now. That nigga someone bagging groceries.
Hey, man.
Hey,
you gotta do this again, man.
Then we get at you. That's all good.
Man. All right.
All right, bro.